Whether it's social media or online shopping, internet services require users to identify themselves with differing amounts of data. This information forms our digital identities on the web.
A
digital identity can be a username or a password, but it can also be a PIN. I can also register with my real name, or I can use a pseudonym. So digital identities are quite diverse.
The protection of digital identities is a hot market. Until now, Facebook and Google dominated social logins. For those, users only need an email address and password. Real names aren't required. This is easy for users, but despite supposed anonymity, online companies can still collect and analyze their personal data. New providers like the German startup VeryMe would like to make the login process both easier and more secure. At VeryMe, users must first log in with their real names, and then they receive one login for various online sites.
VeryMe's vision is to give back users control over their data in the digital world. I don't believe we can currently control where our data is. At VeryMe, we save all data here in Europe and adhere to the requirements of data protection regulations. At Facebook and Google, it's all sent to America.
At VeryMe, users can decide which information is collected by online platforms. They can also determine who has access to their data. VeryMe provides users with an overview of how their data is being used by clients.
In theory, I think it's great that VeryMe makes user privacy a priority. But with centralized data collection, there's always the problem that a data dump would be very lucrative for a hacker. For example, what would happen there if my identity was stolen?
Identity theft can have terrible consequences. For example, online purchases can be made under someone else's name. The more data stolen, the greater the damage. The companies that cooperate with VeryMe benefit from centralized data collection. Companies such as Telekom, Lufthansa, and Deutsche Bank are outsourcing responsibility for their data, but they can be certain that users of VeryMe are authenticated. Unlike with social logins, pseudonyms are not permitted. For online security expert Dirk Engling, this also has disadvantages.
Until now, using a pseudonym was one of the biggest advantages of going online. You could be who you wanted to be and get information about things that you maybe would not dare to research otherwise. If we have to identify ourselves through VeryMe before visiting certain websites, then on the one hand, they know everywhere we go online, and the other, those sites we previously visited anonymously, now know our real identities.
Now that the data collected is verified and authentic, the security of online platforms is more crucial than ever. VeryMe security architecture was developed at Berlin's Free University and the Fraunhofer Institute.
Users can rest assured that nothing will happen to their data, that it won't be exploited commercially, and that it's in safe hands. We adhere to very high security standards as well as the latest encryption technology, and we're regularly certified through third parties.
The importance of a digital identity and its uses is ever growing, so it's especially vital that users have control over them. The success of VeryMe depends on both user numbers and participating companies. At the moment, they're still unable to keep up with larger internet businesses.
Schiff says protect your digital identity.